Welcome to the Family History Guide Quick Research Basics video series. Religious and church records can provide information about your ancestors' lives, including where your ancestors settled and where they might have relocated. It is very likely that the vast majority of your ancestors were members of a church. To take advantage of any existing church or religiously oriented records, it is very important to determine your ancestors' religious affiliation. Church records are some of the earliest genealogically useful records. In America, church records date back to the arrival of the first European immigrants. These earliest immigrants were predominantly Christians and Jews. The Christians were further divided into Protestants and Catholics. Church records are not usually classified as genealogical records, so a general search for genealogical records may not find any church records. Some denominations kept records in a central repository. In other denominations, the records were kept by the individual congregations. The church affiliation of the immigrants varied depending on their country of origin. During the time when early immigrants were coming to America, the European countries all had a state religion. The earliest immigrants from England were called Puritans. Later, the members of their church were known as Congregationalists. The Congregationalists, or Puritans, were English Protestants who wished to reform and purify the Church of England of what they considered to be unacceptable residues of Roman Catholicism. Later immigrants were Quakers, Anabaptists, Presbyterians, Catholics, and Mennonites. Each of the English colonies attracted a particular denomination. Massachusetts was primarily Protestant, and during the early years almost entirely Congregationalist. Rhode Island, on the other hand, established freedom of religion very early, and its immigrants were a mixture of Protestants, Catholics, and some Jews. Many of the immigrants who came to the southern colonies were affiliated with the Church of England, or Episcopalian Church, as it came to be called in America. After the United States Civil War, many of the freed, enslaved people moved north in what is referred to as the Great Migration. They then established their churches in the north. Some of the large online genealogical database websites have extensive church record collections, which are predominantly Protestant, such as FamilySearch.org and Ancestry.com. FindMyPast.com has been increasing its collection of early American Catholic Church records. One way to determine possible religious affiliation is to search for churches geographically near where your ancestor lived. In some cases, church records may only be available from the local church. You may need to contact the churches directly to determine the location and the availability of the local church records.